it stopped snowing. I was going to see if I could make it over to the boat on the four-wheeler without bringing the tractor over here and clearing the trail. No. Welcome back. So we've got a few projects to knock out today. The number one concern is we've got a stowaway. We've got a squatter. We've got ourselves a squatter. So we're going to evict the squatter today.
Or try to evict the squatter. And you know how that goes sometimes.
And then we're boarding everything up so he can't come back. So inside here, I came in yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? He's been storing pine cones back there. Got a little pine cone nest over here. So all these electronics put off heat, and so I'm sure when we were having that big snowstorm, he just came in here and was like, this is a nice warm place. So we're gonna put chicken wire above it and then vacuum all this stuff out because he's left quite a little mess. So yeah, let's get started. So while we're working, we let the chickens out, and they're coming down here to the garden and scratching stuff up. Let's back up, Skipper. Hi, Rocky. Let's see. Hopefully I cut it enough.
Are we bringing her inside?
Yeah.
Oh, you're putting it on top. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, pull it back just a little.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
So how's it going, babe?
It's going good. When I've seen him, he's been coming in through here, so we're just gonna do the whole thing, and that way we won't have any little holes that he can get into. Come here, you. We've been here. Well, I don't know, how long have we been here?
Gosh. Has it been 10 years now? And in 10 years...
We've never had anybody.
Nobody.
Come in here. All right, so there you have it. So we may come back here and do a better job, just cover the eaves up so they can't get in that way. But this is a quick fix because we've got another snowstorm. It's supposed to start snowing again tomorrow. And I didn't want him back in here causing havoc, so
look at all these little look at all these guys.
Look at all them little pine cones.
He was busy.
I've seen him in here twice when I've opened the door, but I haven't seen him running around. I think maybe Skipper chases him off when he's down on the ground or running around in the trees. But anyways, we're gonna get the vacuum out and vacuum all this pine cone mess up. And
look at these goods.
all right, so we're gonna go get the vacuum out and vacuum this mess up. All right, we are squirrel free. So we can put our water pump back in there. Put a winch back in here. So supposedly we're supposed to have a big storm tomorrow, a little bit of snow, but a lot of wind. But we're trying to get out of here in the next few days to go on our little monthly supply run. But while you guys were gone, if you remember last week, the water in the little tank was getting low. So we pumped water out of the big tank into the little tank. That thing's almost full. There's a hole in one side. I'm going to spin that little ice around, and I've got this little aquarium thermometer. I'm going to drop down in there because we're supposed to drop down into the teens and single digits in a few days, and that way we'll keep that little hole opened up so we can come get some more water when we need to. My wife pointed out that it's not an aquarium thermometer, it's an aquarium heater. I don't care about what the temperature is. I want it to just not freeze. So we got the first load going to the boat. We'll do the first load today and then maybe do the second load tomorrow. Like I said, we can't go to town tomorrow because of a big storm. But if the storm passes in time, maybe we can put the boat in tomorrow evening and then go the next day. We'll see. Well, so I said I had a couple projects. I'm going to knock out one of them today, and that is I have wanted for a long time, but just never wanted to spend the money on one of these fuel caddies. And so that's what we're going to put together today. Vivor contacted me and said, hey, would you like to do a review on our product? So I'm going to assemble it today. We're at the end of our stay here before we need to resupply. I won't be able to put any gas in it because it's a 30-gallon tank and I only have maybe 15 to 20 gallons of gas left. But what I did want to do with this was I want to hook up. So once I get it together, I'm going to buy a water separator because that's one of the biggest issues we have is getting water in our fuel. And so if this works, then maybe I'll contact them again and see if I can get one for the diesel. So I'll just have one for gas and one for diesel. And that would really help out because if you've got a nice water separator, like hold on one sec. So right now, I use one of these when I'm filling up the generator, and it's just, it's a water separator, but how much water it separates, I don't know. But I figured something's better than nothing. But we're talking about like the same kind of water separators you got on the boat, or anything that you want to keep serious water out of. Like we've got our Toyo stove. I've got a nice water separator on that. So let's get this assembled. Then that way I'll know what size the hose is, and I can order the water separator for it, and then get that put on later on. But anyways, big thanks to Vivor for sending this out to me, and they've given me a link to put down in the description so you guys can go check them out if you want. They're kind of like the Harbor Freight of the internet, I guess. They make a lot of everything. So anyways, if you're interested, go check them out. So here's the parts that I got. There is a little assembly required. I'm going to get it all assembled here. So like I said, when I get some gas in it, then we can give you a real honest evaluation on how it is. But right now we're just going to get it hooked together. When I come back, when we go to town, I'll throw gas in it and see how well it works. Ladies, don't hate on me, but I'm not big on instructions, so I just kind of put together what I know goes where, and then I might bust out the instructions if I can't figure the rest out. Two things that guys don't like to do, and that's ask for directions and read instructions. This can't be too hard. There's obviously this is where you put the gas in. This little thing here, I'm assuming is for this, which is will let you know how much fuel you have. Little fuel gauge. I'll get the gauge pointing forward. There's the handle for the pump. Some Teflon tape. I really didn't look into this much. I just knew I wanted one, and so I went with it. Obviously, these are what my big wheels are gonna go on. So those thread end here like this. I have to get some channel locks and tighten that up. There you go, there's one side down. Listen, I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I wasn't a big fan of the doodle breeds. You know, they just kind of seem like foo-foo dogs, but there's Skipper. He's became my little buddy. Everywhere I go, Skipper goes. If I go outside, he goes outside. If I want to go down the trail, he goes down the trail. So he's now Raven's a more affectionate dog than Skipper is, but Skipper is definitely my little shadow dog, and he's kind of like a Gunner in the way that wherever I go, he's not too far behind. So anyways, I've enjoyed having him around, and I have definitely changed my feelings about doodle dogs. They're pretty great breed. All right, there we go. Got the wheels on the back. Now we just need to find the fastener for them and do the fronts. These big acorns look like they're the fasteners for the wheels, so let's put them on. There we are. Give it a little, tighten it down just a little bit, but I'm assuming if you tighten it too much, it will prevent the wheels from moving. Just give it a little snug on it. But to be honest, I don't foresee me moving this thing. I think it's going to get in one spot and pretty much just stay stationary. Hear that? So Skipper's also our little guard dog. He watches those chickens like a hawk. So I'm assuming these are, I mean, they didn't come in the package. They came on the tank itself. So, but I'm assuming that's what's going to hold the wheels down on. There's only 3 of them though. Oh no. Oh no, I might have to break out the instructions. What the heck? And there's 4 things on this. All right, let's get some instructions out. See? The instructions are a nice guide. So these are supposed to go there like that. And then you've got the 4 for the wheels. My finger's a little black because our generator was acting a fool this morning. So it sounded like the spark plug was fouled a little bit. So I have extra spark plugs, but I like to use them sparingly. So I just took the old spark plug out and got some sandpaper and sanded it a little bit and We'll see how much life we can get out of it. We do have to run the generator quite a bit in the wintertime, just because we don't get enough sun. So that's the there's a lot of downsides to the winter. One, it's not cool. I'm just kidding. Winter's just fine, but it's definitely an acquired taste, I guess. I mean, if you were going snowboarding or skiing, then I think you'd really enjoy winters in Alaska. But I do not go snowboarding or skiing. We don't have a snow machine, you know. We're kind of just stuck on the island a lot, you know, most of the time. And I don't want to say it can get brutal, but everything's pretty much a routine. You know, it'll snow, you gotta clear the snow, then it'll warm up a little bit and start raining. And sometimes it gets rid of all the snow, sometimes it doesn't, then it'll drop again and everything will freeze. Like I'm wearing my cleats today because we're around 20 degrees today, so the ground's not 100% frozen, but there are some frozen areas. And also, I should say, that's when our generator starts to act up, is when it gets a little chilly. I got my headlamp on still. I had to go on the tent and find some sandpaper to sand the spark plug down, but it worked. I already ran it a little bit today and it fired up just fine. Wasn't running sluggish. We use that Eco Boost on our Honda, and it saves a lot of gas, but it also it tends to foul the plugs more, you know, because it's not running at like a high enough idle. I guess we don't turn on enough stuff. I'm assuming I could go in and set my inverter to charge the batteries at a higher, well, I don't know, dude. I'm not an electrician. At a higher amp rating, maybe, and that would put a little more draw on the generator, but I don't, because I don't like reading instructions. I only got a couple bolts left, so looks like we're getting closer and closer to having this thing fully assembled. I'm really looking forward to using this, because we can keep this in the tent out of the way, you know. And so I get this comment a lot, is, you know, why do you keep the fuel jugs outside? Well, one, I really don't have another place to put them, and two, the water that you get in the fuel tanks isn't really from rain or snow getting on them. It's from the fluctuation of the temperatures. So when it's hot and then it drops down real cool on the inside of the tanks, the air inside there will form condensation, and it will you know, form little water droplets due to the condensation inside the fuel tank, and then it drops down into the fuel, and that's where you get your water from. So not a whole lot you can do about it except for run a water filter, and so that's what we got this for. All right, I'm gonna go get a socket because I don't want to hand tighten these things down with the wrench there. So I'll be right back. Where'd you go? Skipper. Dear Skipper. Hi, buddy. See, Skipper's my little buddy. He's always out here helping me out. Is that the truth, Skipper? You always out here helping me out? gave us some Teflon tape, so I'm gonna put some on here because I'm assuming this is what it's for. Well, there we go. That's not, oh, there we go. That's almost, let's not break it. There we go. I just didn't want to, I definitely did not want to cross thread this, so. Let's get this seated here. Guess I'm gonna have this facing out, and then we'll tighten this up. That went on pretty smoothly. There we go. Huh. What I don't see that I wish it had was a little place to put your nozzle when you're done. You know what I mean? I mean, that'd be super nice. I think that's going to do it. You want to go outside, buddy? Skipper, you want to come in? No? You want to come? Okay. Oh, well, we got the caddy all buttoned up. Like I said, when we go to town and I get some more fuel, we'll dump it in that thing and see how well it works. Now that I can see what size water filter I need to buy, I'll order that, and hopefully in a week or two that'll show up, and then we can get that put on, and then we'll, crossing our fingers, we won't have no more issues with water and the fuel, whether it's the generators or the tractor. We'll have to, if it works good on the generators, then we'll get one for the tractor. I also want to show you, Skipper loves being outside. He's not an inside dog. The guy will be like, come on, Skipper, come inside. And he's like, I'm good, thank you, I'm good. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Remember, live free. We'll see you next week.